info ladies are active in Bangladesh so far through your organization?
We started with only 4 actually. Now 23, and we are going to launch this year more than 200. And we are negotiating with the central bank, and if the info lady receives financing from the bank, so we hope that by 2015 we'll have 40,000 info ladies in the country.
See, a couple of years back, I think there was a lot of excitement about a $100 laptop. Is that available in Bangladesh for your kind of work?
Actually, $100 laptop was never for $100. So it was for $180, and we had to buy in bulk, like 500,000 pieces together. So, but what the $100 laptop did, it pushed down the price for other laptops. So that's why we can buy now a decent laptop for, say, $300.
Okay.
So, and that is very useful for us. And it has backup for 6 hours, even 8 hours. So in rural areas, you know that power situation is not good.
Absolutely.
But even then we can work because these sort of innovative devices.
Right. I'm not aware, but are similar models available in other countries in South Asia?
Telecenter-based models are available, but what unique is in Bangladesh that we all focused on content development, digital content and services.
Because nothing was available in Bangla.
Nothing was available, yeah. And also initially, from the very beginning, focused on business model. It's not that the donor-funded initiative, so fund ends and everything.
It had to be sustainable for it to run.
We focused on sustainability. So that is unique in Bangladesh. And also the extension of the info centers like Info Lady or Mobile Lady. So I think Bangladesh brought many innovations, and that is being now replicated in South Africa and other African countries, and even in South Asia, like even Sri Lanka, trying to replicate the model of info ladies.
Right.
So I think we could prove that although we started late compared to India, but we have gone far ahead in terms of innovation that we can actually claim.
I think very recently you had put together an e-content award, which was a big event. You gave out lots of awards, not just 5 or 6. Would you like to tell our friends in South Asia about it?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, we found that working alone is not the solution for us. So we have to work together and also inspire others. And then our job becomes easier. So the idea was that to identify the best initiatives on e-content, ICT for development interventions, and also like mobile phone based initiatives. So we are very happy that in the first time there are 93 nominations.
Wow.
So it's huge, I should say, for the first time. And we didn't know that so many initiatives are there.
Sure. So you called for applications?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have very good network of partners like the leading daily newspapers, television channels, the government, the Ministry of Science and ICT was with us. So as a whole, we could attract lots of right partners and good initiatives. And there are fantastic applications.
What kind of mobile content actually got the award? Would you tell us about it?
I would like to mention at least 2. One is for the sugarcane farmers. So you see that when a sugarcane farmer goes to the sugar mill, he has to wait for 2-3 days sometimes for selling his sugarcane.
Okay.
And also to have the token for selling, they had to bribe sometimes as well.
Okay.
So now the sugar mill authority introduced a system that every farmer receives an SMS where he gets the volume of sales, I mean how much to cut and get to the mill, then the time and the date.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
they don't have to go there with the sugar cane as it loses the weight and prices go down.
Right.
So now they don't have to pay to anybody for the token, and also he can go at the right time and right volume, and as he can sell immediately, he gets better price, better the sales outcome. And also for the mill also it's very good, because when farmers wait for 2-3 days, the quality of sugar cane degrades.
So they're getting fresher ingredients.
Yeah, fresh ingredients for good quality sugar.
That's good.
So I think it's a fantastic initiative, a very small initiative, but it touched the life of 9,000 farmers. And this year it goes to be replicated in all 19 sugarcane sugar mills in country. So this is one initiative. And another one is the paperless admission system by Shahjalan University. So students don't have to go for collection of form, then filling up and sending it again, then go for exam and again to go for result.
Okay.
So now only they have to go once for sitting for exam, and other 3 times.
Just for our viewers, the Shahjalan University is quite popular, but it's actually very away from the capital city. It's in Sylhet. So basically, traveling is very hectic.
Expensive and time consuming. So on an average, this solution reduces the cost of admission for a general student at least for say $600. The time of travel, waiting there, the cost of living there, and it's I should say a fantastic initiative.
So as you can see, it's very evident that introduction of this e-service or mobile service would take away a lot of corruption from any kind of given system. Like nobody has to, the sugarcane farmer doesn't have to bribe for the queue. So is the government at all motivated to adopt more of this kind of service for their own national services?
Yeah, I think so, because the government has taken an initiative which is called Quick Win initiatives. And under the Quick Win initiatives, there are 53 projects. So we hope that down the road in next year, we'll be able to see some results, and that actually really making sense for the common citizens. And the sugarcane system is one of them actually, the early bud actually.
Okay. So you have started this, I think, more than a decade ago, right?
Yeah, it's a decade actually.
Right. Okay. So why did you think that, I mean, it was I think you personally started it, brought together people to work with you on your idea. Why wasn't this kind of initiative taken by the government, or what motivated you to take up the torch?
I found that initially that there was a lack of idea that something is possible to do for people who don't have any power and or who don't have any voice. So that actually prompted me to leave the research job at Center for Policy Dialogue. So, and many people told me that you are a mad guy and you are living a very luxurious life and going for something which is not rewarding at all, both financially and also in terms of recognition. But I believe firmly that if I work, and I think something will be possible to make. So my actually driving force was that I believe that IT is for poor people. It is not only for us, people who are privileged. And at that time, actually, the lack of vision was the issue why government didn't come forward. And also, throughout the period, gradually, people started to understand that, yes, it's possible. And we tried also influence the policy level. So as a result, we had National ICT Task Force. Although it was not very regular for us in terms of meeting, but we could change the mindsets of individuals within the government system over the period. So people like Anir Chaudhuri, who is now the policy advisor at the Prime Minister's office, he was the founder member of DNET, and he played a fantastic role in mobilizing the right forces within the government. And I think there are many other people. I'm not able to name everybody, but I should say that there are lots of individuals who also played a role to bring the government into the business. And I'm very happy to say that when we started the first telecenter in Bangladesh in 2005, and I told that you will see that in every Union Parishad, the lowest local government unit, there will be a telecenter you will see. So everybody told that you are dreaming, you are a dreamer. So now you see that government is planning, and by 2014, in every Union Parishad there will be a telecenter, and that is initiated by the government. So I think that is the single biggest success of our initiative of do and show. I found that it is very important. Just to describe it's not enough. You have to do something and show the way that is possible.
Congratulations to you as an entrepreneur for actually making things happen. I'm sure more good things are going to come out of DNET. But what I would like to know is how is the international community responding to you? I mean, if I go to your website or your blog, then I see that a lot of international interest is being generated around your work. So what kind of recognitions have you gotten in the international arena?
I think most important recognition is that the various international agencies are willing to work with us. Like Microsoft came forward and we did work with them on Microsoft Unlimited Potential program. And we have now sustained relationship. Then Intel, the largest chip maker in the IT industry, we have also sustained partnership. And there are many other international organizations like Guardian newspaper also came and to understand that what they were doing, and they had made some special reports on us. The BBC, Al Jazeera. So that is about the media community. But the most important thing is that many organizations are willing to work with us, and that is the biggest capital probably we have been able to develop. And there are some specific recognitions. Like in 2005, we received World Gender and ICT Award for Mobile Lady Idea in World Summit Award. And then our Gunijan initiative, it's an initiative for children to promote our eminent personalities through internet. It received special recognition in World Summit Award. Then a few initiatives received Monthon Southasia Award, like GEON, then computer learning program. And also we could attract the attention of the non-resident Bangladeshis. So we have a long-term partnership now, and we have established more than 150 computer learning centers in poor segment of the country, and it is expanding.
Okay, and these, how have you actually brought together the NRB community over here?
Actually,
they've given in money as charity,
yeah,
or
every year they organize a fundraising event in New Jersey, and they collect the money and send to us, and then we set up new schools, new centers, IT centers, train the teachers, develop content. So it's expanding.
Right. So what you're trying to do is very good, but do you think that you're trying to build a illiterate new generation, right? But do you think that the school that the children are going to, they complement the education that you're trying to give, as in if they are not familiar with English or you know, general things that they need to have a basis on? So how would you say that the government needs to work on that, or any kind of help that you need?
Yeah, and I think that it's not the job of DNET to do everything. So we have been trying to fill in the gap, and we believe that one day government will come forward and will stop that work. So very fortunately that this government already established 1,400 computer learning center in many schools. Right. And down the road they will cover all the schools. So our efforts and model prove that it's possible and it's working. But you are right that to improve the education system, just giving IT literacy is not enough. Right. You have to teach English well, you have to inspire students to take science, not other subjects. So that's very important where IT can play a role. So I'm very happy to mention that instead of giving every child a computer, government decided to empower the teachers first. And if teachers are empowered and they use IT facilities for teaching in the classroom, so that has immediate impact. And over the time, I think when we will have more resources, we will be able to give computer to every student. So I think government is in the right way to help teachers first, then the students.
That's a very big dream, and I hope that we see that dream materialized very soon. Our time for today's discussion is almost over, so I hope that you will come back in a couple of more months to talk more about your success stories on our show. And thank you very much for your time.
Thanks to the viewer. I think that we'll be able to come with more stories of success at the grassroots.
Thank you. So friends, this brings us to an end in today's Talk Dhaka's episode. We hope to see you in another episode very soon. Till then, it's Mishu Rahman signing off.